Okay.
Uh,
Yes. You want to start with the presentation? I mean, we are here with Livia Corsino, a very famous last name, Kawe, and me, and we are just starting town hall for September. I mean, for August 9, 2023. But Kawe was telling us something about
in the town hall in the main room today, there were some
processes.
some frustration because some breakout rooms wasn't in the slides, but the guideline is each Tuesdays at 1800 UTC, the forum is closed. So if you want to register after this deadline, you're gonna register for the following week. And that's it. That's why, Livia, we didn't have all breakout rooms in the slides. I think we try to make it clear that there's a deadline, but it happens all the time. So don't worry,
Okay.
Livia. You went great.
Okay. I was like worried if I did something wrong, like forgot somebody, I don't know.
No, you have not. You were astonishing.
Yes.
Thank you.
Super good, super good. And sometimes it's not our fault. It's our technology. If something fails, but we just don't say. Just keep going. Right. So tell us
Right.
about you, Lydia. Tell us about you, who you are, what you've been doing, and you've been kind of doing a lot of work on the background.
I'm in the college. I only work as community advisor and VPA. And some time ago, I was working for the swarm, but there was no money to pay the people, so I'm not doing so much. But I am in a proposal with Kawe and Peter to work with the after town hall, and I'm hoping that get founded. And that's it. In Cardano, I'm always available to work with whatever people call me, and I have the ability to do. I like to write, and that's why I do a lot of assessments, because for me, it's a thing that I organize my routine to do, like, I don't know, 5 assessments by a day and for a long period of time. And I do like naturally because I like to write. And I think that's it. I don't know. I'm not a very technology person, so this world of blockchain and etc. is a little bit hard for me. That's why I always try to do reviews of the proposals that are not so technical, that I can understand better. I think the most part of the people do this strategy, like reviewing the easiest ones. I think that's it. I don't know. I want to work with Cardano for as long as it's possible with this type of things, like writing and participating with this type of meetings, but I don't know what to say.
I see. No, perfect. Thank you. But you know what? Do you mind to tell us a little bit about the process that you take to do the reviews? You are very organized. Seems like you have 6 reviews per day. So I mean, for me, it's a lot.
Yeah.
So how you do that?
I live with my mother, so I don't have like much to do in my house. Like, I don't take care of the place by myself. I think if I lived by myself or with, I don't know, my boyfriend, I would like have to separate a time of the day to do this kind of task. But when I have the job of the community advisor, this is my top one activity of life. Like, I stopped going out with friends and only see my boyfriend like one day of a week, and when I see him, sometimes I'm working and he's by my side, but I'm working because I didn't finish the assessments that I have to do these days. So this is like my top one activity in life. And my assessments, they are not like similar from each other. How can I explain? They are not like the same, but the thought is like I always think in the same way. I always look for the same things in my review. So isn't like so hard because it's like I already did so much that I'm used to do it. Like it's natural for me when I read a proposal, I start to think, I already know what I'm going to say because this is missing in the proposal and people could do this better. Like for example, in the team, people that's going to work in the proposal. When people don't give like their names in their LinkedIn profiles and like a lot of information about them and what they do by work and how they are in the community, how they contribute with Cardano, etc., how they know about blockchain. Like I have my mind, I'm like a robot. I already know what to do. It's like a robotic work, and that's it. Like I have to focus on that is very stressing for me when the assessment stays open because I don't have another job in my life. So I try to make this the source of money, and that's it. I think
Good.
there's no secret. I only try hard, work hard, and focus, and have like goals, like daily goals that I do with myself that I have to do like 4 or 5 assessments in that day. And in the end of the period, I have a high number of assessments done.
Super.
That's it.
Yeah. I love the fact that you see Cardano and also the assessments as a top priority for you, because that's in reality what we do here that's what it is. I mean, it's very important to really dedicate the time to do this right, and and have a system. And another thing that caught my attention is that I believe you have a specific procedure to assess every single proposal, right? Can you can you talk to us about that a little bit? You
No,
can you can say that I ask in English, but you can speak in Portuguese. I don't know if that will confuse it, but
no, that's it. Like I always search for the how the in the impact, how they are responding from I forgot the name, the challenge. What the challenge seeks and if people how people respond that way. Basically that's it in the impact and in the feasibility I look for the team, for the I forgot in English, roteiro of the proposal, how they're going to work. And the budget, I also analyze the budget, if it's fair and well explained. And auditability, basically, if what they're doing is easy to acompanhar, assim, in Portuguese. You can check what they're doing. And basically the rules that are in the PA guide. There is no like secret in what I'm doing. Just like because I like to write and I follow the rules strictly, so that's it. I
super.
think.
It's just awesome to find people like you, and besides, you are looking at this as a job, which is great. I mean, this is what it's supposed to be, and in a way that your background and everything is being applied to this assessment. So it's going to be very valuable. And now tell me a little bit, tell us a little bit about the proposal you have with Kawe about after town hall.
The proposal was about the breakout rooms. I suggested that I could do like a resume. I don't know how to say in English because I'm not used to talking English, so I always keep forgetting the words. Like I do a doc talking about what happened in the breakout rooms, like resume things. And I suggested to Peter that I could help them with something, and that was the way that I found to contribute. But if they want me to do something else, I can try too, because I only do college, and I can like do the both things, like work with this and go to my classes and etc. Because, like I said, when I have the PA job, I am really busy because I keep with these goals and etc. But in the rest of my daily life, I go to college, I keep busy. I don't know how to pronounce it. In the whole morning, because I wake up really early, go to the college, and I come back like 1 p.m. in the Brazil time. That would be like 4 UTC time, I think. And in the rest of the day, I like study and do my things, but I have the time to make more if they want. I don't know exactly how it's going to work, but if we can get founded, so I think we are going to talk about it, how it's going to work in practice. Like this.
There's the goals. If funded, we will think over how to get to that goals. And in the meanwhile, lots of things change. So the proposal is not a static thing. Even more with the catalyst operations challenge, things might change. If I'd like to ask you, if you have the information, on average, how long it took you to assess a proposal in Fund 10 on average?
I think like a half an hour. I don't know, like this. Because I always use the translator. I take the text, put there and read in Portuguese and write my assessment Portuguese. Then I translate from English in the translator again. But I'm wondering, this meeting, why are you asking me all these questions? I'm like curious.
It's awesome to learn. You know, if you ask me, this is awesome to learn about someone that has been working in Catalyst in the background and to have all that experience and all that motivation. And it's, you know, it's like you are like a gem, like a precious jewelry that is hidden. And it's always good to know and then make you aware of it and make you know in the community. And yeah, that's why. I hope it doesn't bother you.
No, it's because I was like curious why I didn't know that was going to happen and etc. So
well, you've been interviewed.
So I think that's it.
Super good.
Just let me take the message here.
Thank you for coming here. And if you have any questions for us, for Kawe, for us, for me about what we do, and at the end of the day, you're being part of the proposal that talks about breakout rooms, and we are here in a breakout room interviewing you and talking about you. So, is there any questions that come to mind that you're gonna ask us?
Just a second, because I have to look how many people are in the breakout rooms to put in the doc.
Okay.
I'll just write here.
Super.
Just a question.
There are plenty of people in every room. I think this is really good. The only one that is not is the person, because of the fact that they are scheduled for next week. But yes, nice. That is a very important insight. But the people is eager and willing to keep staying and discussing things. And by the way, this is the reason a town hall exists. Town hall is not one guy in one team talking and presenting all the time, but the interaction. Town hall is supposed to be an interaction between community and the presenters, or the organizers, if you will. So for me, that after our town hall, the breakout rooms are the essence of a town hall, not the presentation at the beginning. That's just a presentation. That's the way I see it. And I guess that is a part of what you guys did on the proposal, isn't it?
Yes.
What do you think, Kawe? Can you tell us about the proposal a little bit?
No, the proposal is the after town hall proposal. Like we said, we have to wait Fund 11 begin to see what's going on. But in the proposal, we have the hosts and the whole operation behind, as you could witness on today's main room. We have to make the process more smoother to get 100% right.
Right.
So if funded, we will focus on that.
Exactly.
If it's not, it's goodbye Catalyst.
Right. And I see the general the problem that you guys are trying to solve is so clear and so important, which is address the lack of community spaces to connect, collaborate, and share ideas. Enhancing the town hall fosters innovation, strengthening partnership in Cardano. Yes, Livia.
I have to go because I have another appointment because I wasn't planning to participate in a meeting now, and I have to take my dogs to go to the I don't know how to say the vet. And I have to go. I was talking to her now, and she's available, so I have to get out of the meeting.
Super, no problem. You are welcome anytime. You are home here. Anytime you want, we are here for you.
So if you need to talk to me and take some doubts, I don't know, you can call me in the Telegram or Discord, but I prefer Telegram. So you can talk to me there. Thank you.
Can you put your Telegram address in the?
It's my name. I put there.
The chat, please.
I think that's it.
Thank you, Livia. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate all you did today. Super good.
Bye.
Bye.
I can't close that. Kawe, I have a question. I'll talk in Portuguese because it's easier.
Please.
O negócio aqui dos breakout rooms, né, que eu abri. Aí eu não posso fechar, né? Eu tenho que esperar quanto tempo para fechar eles?
Eu acho que você pode sim, Livia, porque você é co-host, né? Você não é o main host. É o Daniel, eu imagino, que fecha tudo no final. O que eu sei é, para aquelas coisas do spreadsheet, se você sai da reunião, depois você vai lá no Zoom, que todas as informações da reunião vão estar lá. Número de gente que entrou, número de cada breakout room. E só que aí é só.
Mas aí eu tento depois achar essa informação para ver se teve alguma alteração.
Provavelmente não vai ter, porque eles entram tudo quando começa, né? Mas vai estar. Se você, por exemplo, perder, quiser sair e tal, depois você entra nessa ligação lá pelo site do Zoom. E aí você consegue levantar tudo que aconteceu.
Certo. Então acho que eu vou deixar aberto aqui só por precaução, porque eu vou sair aí daqui a pouco, quando eu voltar eu fecho, né? Não tem problema não, né? Deixar assim aberto.
Não.
Aquela aquela janelinha dos breakout que estão acontecendo. É de boa.
Não, se você sair agora, o Daniel segura, porque ele é o main host, né?
Aham.
Mas se você quiser deixar por aí, o que vai acontecer? Se você deixar ligado o teu Zoom, a hora que eles encerrarem a reunião no, da sala principal, você é desconectada.
Tá bom. Eu vou ver aqui então o que eu faço. Agora eu vou ter que
Beleza.
sair, que eu vou levar lá minhas cachorras no coisinho.
Vai lá, boa
Tchau.
sorte. Tchau, tchau.
Até
Obrigado,
mais.
Olivia.
Tchau,
Você
tchau,
salvou hoje.
obrigado. Cauê,
E aí, Juan, você viu a página do
software,
Idea Fest?
what is it?
Have you seen the Idea Fest
No, I
webpage?
haven't. I haven't. I mean, I've been, but I haven't worked on this one. I saw that you posted a few links that I want to keep on here. By the way, we should be do when we do the posting. It would be great to have links of the people inside and all this. Let's say you posted the link for the After Town Hall presentation page for the forms. I participate in Idea Fest, which is great. It would be great to have those links on the videos, right? How can we do that?
Uh,
Can you do that from when you upload to the
I don't know. I won't commit to anything more, Juan, because we keep helping a little bit here, a little bit. When you see our agenda is fucked up. So I don't know. And I don't
know
even
that.
know if we can put for this page, this landing page. But probably as this will happen this Saturday, I'm not sure it's gonna get, I don't know,
Okay,
be
no, yeah,
so necessary.
right. I think it is. I think it is, but it requires someone. It requires someone doing it, time and effort and commitment. And yeah, at this time, nor you or I are able to. So yes, but that would be good to have. But another thing I want to ask you, in general, yeah, this proposal looks really good, man. I love it. I think it's very necessary. It's a matter of what needs to happen is that needs to be presented to the whole community in town hall, so people really cares. I mean, really, enforce it. And one idea would be to present it in every single after town hall. At least the people will, if they take the effort to go and stay there, like you and I or whoever comes here, we value it. So we will vote for this. I think that's the capture, because those who come and leave, they don't have the time. And the other thing is that everybody that is in a after town hall right now, they are busy paying attention to what the town hall is. I mean, the after town hall is all about. They don't think about how this is made, nothing. But if we make us, you guys should make a point when people sign up to have them review the proposal and ask them for the vote, and also to start the after town hall by inviting people to vote for this, because that's the only way it's sustainable. Otherwise, there will be no way to make it happen. I think it's important.
But don't you think it should be an option? For instance, if I have no idea on the process of a specific proposal in general, being, let's say, mandatory to review a proposal that I'm not aware of the process in order to participate in something.
I wouldn't say mandatory. I would say present it and make people aware, because that's the thing. The thing is that we all are here to be amused with all the offer, with all the new material, for all the new proposals and all that. Period. People will, if you give people reasons to make this a priority, they will vote for this. And incentives to make a priority, they will all vote for this. And because if not, I mean, the proposal could be really, really good, but if no one sees it and sees the importance of it, nobody will, it will not succeed. So I think it's important to connect incentive with the schedule, with the decision making, with purpose, with gee, I'm going to vote for this because this is important. When you incentive make you understand what it is that the thing talks about, and then once you understand and you have the time to see the value, then that is a priority for you. You come to the after town hall and you vote for it. I think it's part of the process of human nature, processes in human nature, way to do things. The only way for us to make things in our agenda, get to our agenda, is we see the importance of them. But if we don't have the time to understand them, we just, it could be really nice, but I don't have the time. The way to make the time is to make them understand. Now, it's not forcing people to go and see and vote for the proposal, but at least make them aware. Something like a little commercial saying, this is made possible because of the people that is working really hard to coordinate after town hall material. And if they are not here, this wouldn't exist. And after this fund, if this is not funded, it's not like forcing people, but if it is not funded, then there will be no more support, or the support will be still not defined. So I think it's a good way to promote it.
Yes, I agree with you. I had misunderstood the first time. Yes, to create awareness of the proposal and review the impact, if it's funded and if it's not funded, and how this impact will reflect on the community in general, or in that town hall itself. Yes, I
Perhaps,
will.
right. Right.
My plan was, now that the review stage is closed, they will make the snapshot, and the idea is to create awareness, what they wrongfully on Swarm call marketing, to create awareness of the proposals in this period. Because from past experience, during review stage, people are reviewing, they are not engaging in other things in the spectrum. So in the voting stage, I think is the quite little after the review stage is closed, I think is the best way to create this awareness. Now that you said, we could probably make, I don't know, I have to talk to the guy, to Peter, but video clips and posts about it, Cardano Forum, something like that.
Yeah. I think it's worth it. I think it's worth it because this is the essence. It's what I mentioned at the beginning when Livia was here, that the life of a town hall is this, the after town hall, because the after town hall is when the interaction comes. We all are muted while the presenters are doing the town hall in the main room. That's not the nature of a town hall. I know it's a way to organize, but the essence of a town hall is this. Everybody on mute and talking. It's recorded and everybody sees what it says, what's being said. So yeah. So I think that would be a good. There are a few anchors that can be used to. I don't know if the word is being anchor concepts that can be used to, like a bond, like a core of the marketing piece that you guys will put together. But yeah, every town hall, Peter speaks. You have the chance to speak. Livia or whoever does the Livia job has the microphone to talk to 97 plus people right at that point, and after that, many people would see. So that is an opportunity for this proposal to be successful. I mean, I think it's no-brainer. If someone has an easy, it's this. Besides, I know if you talk to uh, if you talk to a presenter, he will for sure give and space a little bit of time for the. Actually, Peter is the one who's doing the slices.
Doing the what one?
The slice for the stock.
The presentation.
Right.
The slide deck.
Danny does the deck, right? So that talking to Danny to give you guys 1 minute, whatever time it is, just to show and tell people the importance, because this is the core of the whole thing. I mean, Catalyst has to do with the town hall. In town hall is for me, town hall is the after town hall. I mean, the beginning is not the town hall. You know, it wouldn't be the same if we have just the presenters telling everything and they cut and go like it used to be. You know, it used to be that we will have questions, and then Dor will pick the 3 more voted questions. What about the rest? The rest needed to be heard to. So yeah, after that they come up with the idea of the after town hall, and that's super good.
In the slides presentation that we do, we have the proposal, the link to the proposal. But again, I think it should be discreet one, because if there are another presentation or something in the main town hall, we can be a model for people to start giving awareness of their proposal. Because if we do, it's like a reference, it's a precedent for everybody who speaks in the main room to also present their proposal there. And that's not the idea. The idea is to present the proposal in Idea Fest.
Good point.
So I think this awareness we are making discreet because of that. But up to the end of the voting stage, we will have that link. Visit the After Town Hall proposal. In every Wednesday, you will see. I don't know. I think, yes, we should make it clear for the community what are the consequences of having or not having the After Town Hall. But yet, in the main room, I don't think it's ideally to get a fraction of the time that we have to talk about our proposal. I think
good point. Yeah, I understand that part. Yeah, I understand that part, but excuse me for interrupting. I understand that part, but also I think it's not that the community that your proposal gets funded. No, it is something that is related to the whole success of the whole project. I think what you guys do is essential. For look at the town halls. Look at the after town hall groups that we have. They have how many? They have like 5, and they are vivid. There are a lot of people there. You know. Yeah, I mean, we have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rooms, and they have a conversation going on. And I think it's important. I think it's key, because that's time that people is putting into it, both time and the knowledge that people is putting into this, and it's like another value. It's don't think about your proposal. It's not your proposal. It's not that your proposal get funded. Is that this idea get implemented, because this is the essence of this project. I mean, that's the way I see it. I don't see it like my proposal or no. I see like the importance of
Is
yeah.
Yeah, it's not my. Livia said, I'm proposing with him, but this is sworn proposal, and the three of us worked on it. Um, and I think the idea is to keep giving the space for the community to interact. And
Mm,
in other times, I would agree with you that there's passion, that community needs it. For instance, I volunteer in the after town hall. The things
you do,
uh,
right?
because I had I had to learn. I had no experience, everything. So I said, I'm gonna do that.
Super. You
But
had the
after a
time.
while, yes, but after a while, you start to realize that passion doesn't drive nothing.
Yeah.
What drives things in this community are funds, mostly. So there's this thing of the engagement that's related to collecting funds or rewards. And this, when you like a girl and she runs away with another guy, passion is gone. It's the same thing. Uh,
Yeah, we
so
have to. That's right.
so
Right.
that's why I don't wanna keep volunteering, doing a lot of stuff to a lot of people because they don't want to do it because they want to commit to something else that they collect funds. That's
Mm,
obvious. That's clear. So no, no, of course not. Makes no sense for me. I bust
right.
my ass voluntarily or other people are other
But
some other
that's
place.
something, right? But something that is something that happened to all of us. It's a matter of we are humans, and as humans, we have needs, and we need to supply. I mean, take care of those needs. And by that, for that, we have 24 hours a day. That we have to split into many things, sleeping, recreation and work. And we decide how we are going to utilize that time on work or recreation, right? Because there's sleeping and taking care of yourself and exercising and eating and all that. That's not negotiable. You gotta do it. If not, you don't function. You know.
Mhm.
But then you have this time, these 8 hours of sleeping that I'm saying 888, and 8 hours of having whatever it is that feeds your life in different ways, like enjoyment and all that. So during that time, we have to be compensated. I can say it that way, balance. So life is balanced. We have to be compensated in many ways. It's not only incentives, monetary incentives that allow us to buy food and to buy other things, but also other incentives. Perhaps we like to be part of things. We have to be considered for things. We want to you know to contribute also, and those are needs that we have that are not, and those are when we fulfill those needs, we get incentives. So what you're doing I mean, you're building a name. That's one of the things that you build
Yes,
doing.
this is also something that I don't agree. I think this is a Ponzi scheme because they say you have to volunteer, so you get to know.
Hmm.
You won't be part of the community if you don't participate. That's what I have always be hearing, and to so I end up doing that. I'm not saying it's on bad faith. People tell you that, but what I see is I have no problem on volunteering, on learning new things, on everything else.
Right, right, right.
But when you realize you are the
Mm-hmm.
few people that do that,
Mm-hmm.
and you getting literally orders from others that do not commit voluntarily to do that, but they still uh,
Expect you to do
are
things.
telling you how they want things to be done. and yet they are not volunteering on that. They are just sending orders. So you do it like this, you do it like that. This is not learning. You are pressing button as a chimpanzee
There's no
on
incentive.
volunteer basis just to serve someone. So there's no purposes. That's why I said passion now. If it's a flame, now this flame has lighted out. It's vanished because human nature that sucks. It's always trying to get advantage for yourself. Even though we say, "Oh, it's a community. We are stronger together." Biridi barara. When it comes down to analyzing the process, you identify that. And it's not with only me that I'm the victim of the world. No, it happens all the time.
All over.
We have a lot of good people that already realized that, got pissed off, and said, I'm not going to that shit anymore.
Yes, and that's what we need to avoid. That's exactly what we need to work on to ensure that everybody gets a share of that thing that they are looking for in order to satisfy their basic needs. That's the bottom line. That's why monetary compensation is key. Is very important. Yeah, and also knowledge. We learn a lot about things here. And we learn by teaching as well, by sharing what we know with others. But at the end of the day, someone has to pay the bills. Someone has to pay the rent. Someone has to pay my food. All those things. And yeah, this mechanism is being established to create that. But the idea there is that everybody creates the infrastructure to ensure that those incentives are going to get where they need to be. So in other words, it's a shame on us, including me, that are doing things with not a specific vision of achieving this, and that. We're just doing it because we love it, because the passion, because we need to want to learn, we need to participate, we want to participate. But yeah, so it's on us, which is great what you're saying. That's why this proposal needs to win, because you guys you guys accrue a lot of information, a lot of processes, build a lot of processes, and know exactly how it works. So it's important for the community to give you back that incentive of monetary value.
The
Yeah.
the Catalyst Brazil proposals, probably off recording, I will tell you my impressions, but the idea was get funded for 1 year. We are asked funds to set a team, even though we have to hire, because everything is very amateur, poorly done, special media and communications in Cardano ecosystem.
Everybody learning.
Yeah, we are learning, but we are learning for too long now. For more than 3 years, we are learning, and things are getting, they are static.
Very good point.
My idea, and it's not only media and communication, on the education front, on everything. There's no methodology. Decentralization and this mess are only beautiful on words and when people are trying to convince others that we are the best and we keep talking to ourselves. But that doesn't matter. What matter are the process and results. All the rest is people pretending. So objectively, my proposals are on the basis of getting team funded for a year. So we can first of all, give those people security to work. Second of all, have methodology to start putting out things. Each person of the team with their responsibilities, their step on the process and everything, and try to format a workflow that works on the consistent basis. Because now it's not. They come to Discord, we need to do that. Who can do that? And that's why things get done 5 minutes before they start of what we need. So The basic idea is have funds to reward the team during a established period of time.
Mhm.
I think that way we can start establishing a methodology, having consistency. But when you put a proposal like that, it gets expensive, and people say, "Oh no, it's too expensive and everything." So
Mhm.
there's this thing on the community, and you have to remember, all of us are competing for the same funds. Plus, we already are on a political arena. With these changes in Catalyst, we are going to a electoral arena.
Mhm. Mhm.
I think for one side is good because the dirt will rise up from the swamp and we'll be able to see it and say, look, the emperor is naked. Because we don't do that. We don't
Mhm.
state obvious things. That lead to corrections, to process improvements and everything. On the other hand, it's gonna be messy because when you get electoral, uma arena político-eleitoral with people competing for the same funds, it's gonna be like any regular politics debate or something. Uh, I don't know. I think it won't be pleasant, but I think it's a step that it's required for governance.
Right. I think that at this time is at this moment in time of early years of governance for the decentralization system. Uh, Many things will be happening, and at the end of the day, you know, the, I think that the idea is to have enough resources so the system ideally fits every single one of the needs that the community have. And but yeah, that requires tremendous amount of organization and not only muscle, financial muscle, but also organization and structure and workflows that really allow things to be repetitive. You know, at the end of the day, those things will be automized. I think. What you just said something very important. The fund that you were funding a people for 1 year to create a workflow that can be self-sustained. I think that is the straightforward way to make sure that this works. Because if there is a proposal that is made, and then the year is over, and then at the end of the day, nothing comes out. The idea is to have things done in a way that they self-propel and continue doing creating value for those around, for the people that is involved, and create positions in different areas that are going to be fulfilled for someone that, that eventually will get rewarded for the work, But yeah, I mean, questions. Although that is still on those are the idealistic things that keep us here. But in reality, the reality is we need to get this proposal funded, and the way to do it is to strategize. It's not in it's not cheating the system. It's not being illegal. It's not taking advantage of. It's just giving people the opportunity to be aware of what they have, and for people to continue doing it, to continue being able to enjoy an after town hall event, But people sometimes don't know. They choose their feet and when they don't vote for something like this, they choose their feet for themselves, So yeah, that's the way I see it. And instead of reinventing the wheel or the hot water, It's just a matter of utilizing every opportunity in a very elegant way to say, if you want this, make sure to go through this proposal. And every single week we have the opportunity to do it. Every single after town hall should be start talking about this proposal and then talking about this proposal. Why? Because it's no brainer. I mean, if this doesn't exist, then the workflow is going to disappear. Someone else will come and do a choppy job, and we continue with the same system. It's not the way things create and operate. So yeah, I will encourage, and if I can do anything for that, I'll be glad to help.
Thank you very much. Now,
what a nice video we have made.
Yeah, did you change your mic? You're sounding great today.
Is it better?
Yes, I can.
Wow, maybe
you didn't have any disruption.
Great. No, I've been leaving this alone, not using it too much because I thought the microphone wasn't working well. But I don't know, it's working well. I'm glad.
It's Bluetooth, Juan.
It's Bluetooth, yeah.
If you have any other electronic device nearby, remember to turn off that Bluetooth.
Okay, because that filters that steals frequency. Yeah, good point. When I have 3 computers here, 2 phones, and they are already ringing and asking me for attention. And I have yeah. But yeah, now maybe it has to do with that. I mean, too many things on.
But you're sounding great today.
Good. I'm glad because the message we had, the conversation we had, is important. We need to really make sure that this proposal gets funded. And I haven't read it. I have to take a look at it. Unfortunately, I didn't see it to do an evaluation or an opinion. I did only, I think, 3 opinions, 3 evaluations only. It's fine. I spent a lot of time doing it, because I needed to understand processes and concepts and stuff like that. But I wanted to do it on a subject that I'm not, that I'm passionate for, but I'm not knowledgeable enough. So that helped me. Actually, the three of them were done at night. I stayed the whole night doing it until 6 a.m. in the morning. That was fun. Not to do every single time, but yeah. And I just wanted to have the feeling of doing it, and I liked it. So yeah, unfortunately, I didn't see this one, but I can vote for that. We have to propose it to incentivize people to come and do it. We should do like a jingle or something like that, sentences that tell the whole message. I think that's important. It's not about spelling out the whole proposal, but having few sentences that convey the message. That's a killer. That will do it. And same thing. Actually, those little sentences can be the ones that you can talk directly to the after town hall presenters to mention and tell them why. It's important that we get technical on this. We need to get established after town hall systems.
Yes, but that system that a whole year and everything is for the Catalyst Brazil proposals, because swarm proposals are difficult because there's a lot of people with a lot of personal interests putting in information.
Oh, I see.
We have also the treasury system, so we have to check everything with the treasury to see how it's gonna work. So for swarm, I really don't know. It's not on my hands, and I sure don't want this to be on my hands. But for Catalyst Brazil, the experiment is exactly as you said. A long-term, full team methodology deliverables and enhancing the workflow every time. Otherwise, it's like you said, the guy said, oh no, I'm fed up with this, I'm gonna do something else that I can get value from, not only rewards, but because these things you get tired of doing it. He leaves the project, what you gonna do? You hire someone else, you start from zero again, like you said.
Exactly. After all, a town hall is made of people participating and having opinion and being able to express themselves. An old town hall is awesome, but without the after town hall, is no longer a town hall. So I invite you guys to vote for this proposal. Smash the like and also, what is the other word? Become a member. Subscribe, yeah. Subscribe. Anyway, so yeah, man. So we let it stop recording and we can